During the gunman scare at the University of Rhode Island, many students, faculty, and staff were unsure of how to properly evacuate the building or what to do during an emergency situation. While the gunman scare turned out to be a false alarm, it has left many members of the URI community wondering what to do during an emergency. Students like Samia Bag recognize that the gunman incident at Chafee was unexpected, but think the university should have been better prepared for this type of situation.
I feel like, it was just one of those things where it just came out of nowhere, and I think the university did what it could, considering the situation. At the same time, I know that there were quite a few complaints on, I think the time it took for, the personnel, the safety personnel to respond. I think some people were just, it was a kind of became a hysteria when it first happened and when we first heard about it.
The question on the minds of students and faculty is, what is the university doing to prevent the chaos and confusion that happened during the gunman incident at Chafee last spring? Joshua Manfredo, an emergency management specialist at URI, recognizes the concern and notes that the Emergency Management Office has been hard at work making URI a safer place.
So prior to the creation of an Emergency Management Office, a lot of departments had their own specific plans. There was no unified approach. Since the creation of our office in 2008, we've worked with different departments on campus to consolidate those plans and to put them into a standard format that's actually based on a national format that's developed by the Department of Homeland Security and FEMA. We've done that. It's waiting on approval right now. But as far as the clarity, I think the training sessions that we've developed and that are available, if more people would take those trainings, they would understand what we're trying to do and how they can assist themselves and assist others.
The Emergency Management Office has also responded to the desire to be better prepared for an emergency through the creation of the Certified Emergency Response Team Program, or CERT. Christiana Gentil, a program director of the Department of Public Safety, teaches the CERT program along with Manfredo.
The CERT program is a really great program because it is completely free, of course, which is wonderful, and it trains students or faculty, staff, or really anyone from the community who wants to join in basic disaster preparedness. So not only will they learn basic disaster preparedness, they'll learn basic medical, how to use a fire extinguisher, and how to do basic search and rescue, things like that, so that they'll be prepared if there was a big disaster on campus, that they would actually be able to help first responders and alleviate some of the smaller tasks so that the first responders could kind of deal with the larger events on campus. Another benefit to that is that it could also help them with daily things that could come up in their everyday lives that they could actually come in and step in and help. So a lot of these things really could prepare them for daily events in their lives as well.
CERT training covers a wide range of topics, including medical first aid, search and rescue, fire suppression, psychological first aid, disaster operations, and more. Students like Melinda Maroto, a sophomore economics major and an RA for Fairweather Hall, have benefited from its training.
I definitely, as an RA, feel more prepared in case of an emergency, especially because we have fire extinguishers in our room and we're told not to use them, kind of. So it's beneficial to me as an RA and as a student too. I do feel safer in case of an emergency because I would know how to respond.
Through the CERT program, community outreach, and revamping and unifying URI's approach to emergency situations, the Emergency Management Office has worked hard to make sure the rampant confusion of Chafee's gunman incident will not happen again. Kimberly DeLande, URI TV News, Kingston, Rhode Island.